Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Hey.
Fight.
I'm on the rise. I'm on the rise, yeah. Hey. I'm on the rise. I'm on the rise, yeah. Hey. I'm on the rise. I'm on the rise, yeah. I'm on the rise, yeah. I'm on the rise, yeah. Hey. I'm on the rise. I'm on the rise, yeah. Hey. I'm on the rise. I'm on the rise, yeah. Hey. I'm on the rise. I'm on the rise, yeah. I'm on the rise, yeah. I'm on the rise, yeah. Hey. Hold up, who got it like I? None in sight, paradise, pair of dice, paradigm. Put him to the side, look into my eyes, you'll be mesmerized. Holy Christ, I sacrifice and live twice like Christ.
Welcome to Thursday, everybody. Hello out there. Can y'all hear me? How's it going, everybody? Happy Thursday to everyone. Ravi, bonjour, bunny. Hello, guys. Welcome in. Got one of the fellow unicorn herdies around here, Micah, leading us into our day. Is this thing on?
I'm on the rise, yeah.
Hey guys.
I'm on the rise, yeah.
Hey.
I'm on the rise. I'm on the rise.
Hey, I'm on the rise. Yo. Hey guys. It's good to see you on this Thursday. Welcome to the sip. Welcome into Divine Conversations. Sorry, DJing, speaking all at the same time. I need to streamline this, but hey, we're here, and I'm so glad to be here with you. Happy Thursday, everybody. So, awesome. I have all kinds of channeled things, messages. 555 on the counter. I have all kinds of channeled messages for the kids today. All kinds of messages, and I feel like I've been working on this message throughout the week. What's up, Micah? Always grinding. Liu, is that your name? Liu? Can I call you Liu? Welcome in, guys. I feel like I've been working on this message for a while. It's a feeling that I've had, but I haven't really been able to put into words. And so I was finally able to catch it at a time where I could write it down while I was in the moment, while I was feeling it, so I could really capture the essence of it. And I've got it, you guys. So we're going to talk about it. And it does tie into what I was looking at in the chart. A lot of the messages, the channeled messages, the notes that I have written down here are influenced by how our sky is moving. And I feel like this last full moon that we just had in Sagittarius yesterday and the day before, like it started the night before and then it carried on into the day yesterday. And in terms of true sidereal astrology, which is what we practice here on Divine Conversations, in terms of true sidereal astrology, that full moon was in Sagittarius. And right now, as you can see on your screen here, the moon is currently at least as of 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the moon was at 3 degrees of Capricorn. Yes, it transited into Capricorn overnight. Now, and this is all, and all of these messages that I have here are also tied into what we've been discussing over the week. Okay, so this is really a continued. This is just a continuation of the message the discussion, the conversation we've been having with Spirit all week. Is this mystic unicorn on my shirt? No, but actually it should be. This is a shirt that one of the subscribers to the channel, one of the unicorn herd, sent me. Unfortunately, I don't remember who sent it to me. Yikes, if you're here. Hi, sorry. But this is such a long time ago. I mean, this shirt was sent, I got this shirt a long time ago. But it definitely is from a subscriber, from a viewer here on Divine Conversations. Hi, Stephanie. All right, so where I started today in channeling for the collective is part of the energy that we are part of the energy that of us finding peace within the calm, which is what we were talking about yesterday, what we were discussing yesterday. Part of this energy of finding this peace, this center within the chaos around you, is also finding a level of being able to hold some sort of excitement for what's to come. And that comes from what I have come to understand for the collective right now is a long process of change. Because being able to hold or feel excitement for what the new that's supposed to come in or is meant to come into your life at this time, or at any time really, but right now for this current focus, in order to be able to like legit, honestly hold this excitement, Spirit has had to put you through a long or extended period of drastic change, I heard, of great change, of dramatic change, of constant change. And that was born of a feeling or a sense of being dealt or faced with a crisis. Being faced with a crisis and having to find a way around it, or having to find a solution to it. And okay, so you do it, you do the work, you find the solution, you start to get that solution into place, or you get into alignment with it, you get into a discipline with it, or if you will, or whatever. And all of a sudden, then the circumstances change, and now that solution that you found or seem to have found is no longer a solution, or is not as much of an adequate solution as it was in the beginning, in the past, so, and it seems to have been like this has been a constant process that you've been going through, and that was for very specific reasons. Now, in terms of this could have manifested in your life, or materialized, if you will, in your life in the form of someone else outside of you, another individual, another human being, another player in the game is trying to sabotage you, or is throwing negative energy on you, or is hexing you, or is trying to set you up, or something like that. Like, there could be someone physically manifested in your life that is intentionally putting blockages in your path. But the thing about that is, there is a bigger picture here. There is a bigger story. There is a greater perspective to look at it from, a higher perspective, a more of a bird's eye view perspective to look at it from. And in that perspective, this actually looks like a training program, to be quite honest. This is teaching you how to be resilient. This is teaching you to find gratitude, a sense of truly being grateful for some of the little things in your life, for being able to find the blessing in the bare minimum, just having the bare minimum for yourself, and I, at least I have a coloring or a view of that phrase, the bare minimum, from part of the things that I experienced growing up. And when I hear that word, or that phrase, I kind of cringe, because I was always accused of just doing the bare minimum. And I guess this is come from my own revelations from myself, but like, then I started to, and I was feeling through that energy, because that's been part of my healing process right now. And this is all about self-worth and self-belief, and doubting myself, and learning not to doubt myself, and healing from the reasons why I doubt myself. And hearing that phrase, "Well, you're only doing the bare minimum." It was always a bad thing. It was always a derogatory statement. It was always an insult. Like, it's insulting. Like, I'm insulting them, or they're trying to insult me by telling me I'm only doing the bare minimum. But what's so wrong with that? And this came from me recognizing that there is a common theme here. I am starting to find that I have a greater sense of peace, happiness, contentment, fulfillment, lightness, lack of pressure with that bare minimum, with those, just the minimal amount of things that it's a level of minimalism, I guess you could say, but there's nothing wrong with that, because it's within those things that I'm able to find stability, solidity, permanence, because everything outside of me just keeps changing. I mean, it's literally one curveball after a next, right, guys? Or at least that's what I'm feeling for this collective, or this situation. One curveball after the other, that may even feel like it's coming from a completely different angle or a completely different compartment or department of your life altogether. Each and every time. It's like, where does all of this keep coming from? It's your curveballs. But why these curveballs? It's a training program. It's meant to teach you to be stronger. It's meant to teach you to be resilient. It's meant to teach you to have faith. Because one of the other things that was coming through with this energy, through this channeling, was each and every time you have been able to overcome somehow. And how can you say that? How do you know that? Because you're still fucking here, bitch. You ain't gone nowhere. And you are not going anywhere other than to where is best for your highest self and your highest good. That's it. And if that means remaining here on earth, well, honey, you still got some more time, don't you? You are still here. That's how you know you've overcome. Even if still things look like shit or look bleak, you are still here, which also means you can still overcome. So, with all of that said, there is an energy of sitting here and sitting back from yourself and noticing how you're doing all of this work and doing all of these things to figure out an answer and solve all of these questions and problems. And each time you find an answer to it, but as soon as you find an answer to that one, now you need to find an answer to this one. And that is never going to stop. And in the madness of it, you sit back and look at yourself scrambling to do all this and just laugh. There it is, that again, that energy of just being able to laugh about it. Mainly because there's nothing else you can do but just sit there and laugh. Because to the higher self, it's so funny. Because it's so simple. You don't need all of this shit. The intentions of all these curveballs was to show you that you don't need this shit. You don't. So stop fighting for it. This is pushing you to find the victory and the abundance. It's pushing you to find the victory and the abundance in what really truly matters to you. And that's where this maturation of your value seems to be coming through with the transits and how of Venus and just the feelings of Venus for the collective at this moment. There is a strong level of emotional maturity, and with that emotional maturity, very King of Cups energy, King and Queen of Cups too, combined together definitely, but really at its core, basically King of Cups energy, okay. But with this maturation of your emotional reality or your emotions or your emotional aptability comes a maturation of your values system and what it is you really place that value in. How much value you place in this aspect maybe versus how much you used to. Maybe you don't completely devalue the aspect at all. Maybe it just holds a little more value or a little less value to you. Maybe it holds a little less value. That's what I meant to say. Maybe now it holds a little less value than it did before. It's still there, but less. Could be the opposite for you. Or it could be the same. This could still be you, but in something else that you had less value in before, but now you have more value in at this moment in your life. It's pushing you because each and every time, with every curveball that is thrown at you, with every curveball is thrown at you, you are able to overcome. But each time, in order to overcome that obstacle, you had to go within. And the more you went within, the more you found answers, which built more of a stronger communication with this mode of communication, with this method of communication, which then built trust in it, which then built faith in it, which is also building feelings of comfort and stability. This is that core we've been finding. Each and every time we had to go in, and each and every time going within delivered. Whereas in cases of toxicity, these bullshit situations, or if it's not so toxic for you, just these external situations, cannot still be relied on. And we don't even know, looking, if you like, intuitively speaking, as an intuitive, but also with your own intuitive ability, feel out into the future. Does that feel like it's going to be stable anytime soon? Nope, sure as shit doesn't. But what is going to remain stable throughout? Right here. This internal space that you're finding. Do you see the grand design here? And if you look at the chart, we're still dealing with a bunch of squares. Okay. Oh, there we go. We still have five squares. The Sun and Mercury are pretty conjunct right now, so their squares are a little, but they're both with. That's why they're so close together like that. They're both with Chiron. Okay, we have 5 squares still in the sky, and of course, with that, I was saying that it feels like there's a cap being put on top of us, right? What is this cap? It's this constant reminder to go within. And through all of that, we recognize that if something is being taken from us, it means that something else is going to come to replace it. And you can logically say, yes, actually, I do have a reason to feel that way. Because with each and every one of these roadblocks that you've ultimately had to overcome, that you ultimately did overcome, each time something was provided or you found a way to do it. So at this point, this is trained within your mind, within your emotional response system, even within your subconscious memory. To a certain extent, it may not be as strong of a training as some of the other stuff, the long-term conditioning we're dealing with. But if you think about it, if you keep working with it, that can be a long-term thing, which can only get better. Okay? But each and every time a solution was found. So that means if something is being taken away from you, there has got to be something else that is required to take its place. That's what the universe just said. It's not even like, oh yeah, we'll do it for you. No, it's required. That's the law of reciprocity. Okay? I want you guys, Spirit wants you guys to look at the world. We want you to look at the universal energies as 100% completely neutral and only following the laws that have constructed it. Period. The universal energies are just as neutral as knowledge and information. Knowledge and information is colorless. It is neutral. It is neither bad or good. It is just fact. They are facts. It is a fact, or it is knowledge. It is wisdom. It is raw power. Raw power is also neutral. The universe is raw power, but its power is neutral. So that means that any individual can take that energy and use it for either, from our dualistic perspective, for either good or bad. Right? I don't know why, but the universe, Spirit really wanted me to remind you guys of that. I don't know why. Okay, I don't need to know why. It's not for me. It's for someone out there. Keep that in mind. Universal energies, just like knowledge, information, statistics. I don't know, why are we being that specific? Okay, but like statistics, like statistical information, it is neutral. It depends on the individual and their intentions behind using that information, using that raw power, using those universal energies. Keep that in mind. Okay? All right, moving forward. Oh, I don't even have my cards here. That's so funny. I guess I don't need my cards for this part because I was not even... All right, let's save the cards for tea time then. Let's just focus on the channeling here. Lots of spiritual... Yeah, I talked about that. You made it this far, haven't you? That was a big... You made it this far, haven't you? That was a big question. A big, glowing, neon question that was blaring for the universe, or for the collective from the universe. That question. You're still here, aren't you? Oh. So if you're still here, then that means, I mean, we're not trying to be assholes about it, but like, if you want to see us that way, then go right ahead. It's your prerogative. But like, we're not trying to be assholes about it. It's like, you're still here, which means that you still have a chance, which means you're not done yet. It's not over yet. So stop acting like it is and working on getting that internal space organized so that it can be reflected outside of you. You are still here. That means you still have a chance to do this. I can't tell you the amount of souls that are staring down on our energy right now saying, what do they have to cry about? They are still there. It's not over. We would really like to have that chance again, but you know what? It is what it is. What's done is done. You are still there. Act like it. Get your shit together. Literally. These are our ancestors, in some cases, yelling this down at us. Like, my ears are getting hot. Woo. Okay, so then this also, all of this energy, so what we... Flip. Okay, so this energy, and this is what, all of this stuff that I've been talking about today, or so far, really feels like this is an effect of how powerful and how good this last full moon has been for us. Because I feel like, I guess, as I was channeling through all this and feeling through all this for the collective and trying to make sense of it and trying to tie it in together with what's actually going on in our sky, we did just have that full moon in Sagittarius. Didn't we have a new moon? Didn't we have a new moon in Ophiuchus? We had something in Ophiuchus, didn't we? But the full moon here brought us the power to overcome our enemies. And a lot of our enemies, or a lot of the ways that we have been facing these enemies lately, even though they do have physical manifestations in our three-dimensional lives, but we this time have been approaching or battling or addressing these enemies in the internally, energetically, spiritually, even, if you will. That hits differently, because at that point you are addressing the situation at its source, at the root, which is energetic, which is internal, not external necessarily. I mean, yes, only dealing with your circumstances externally, you guys, is doing nothing but putting Band-Aid on a gaping wound that, yes, needs to be covered to help it heal, but also needs to be addressed internally or from within. So like in the terms of this gaping wound, maybe it needs stitches, or it's like never gonna heal, that type of situation. So that's what this full moon has given us the power to do. And many of us, however subconsciously this may be, it may not necessarily be that you really consciously dealt with this in this way, but this is what has happened underneath the surface. This is why all of a sudden you're feeling lighter, you're feeling brighter, you're feeling happier, you're feeling more content, you're feeling more conscious, awakened, focused, you're feeling much more confident in yourself, as if some of you just woke up one day and just had all of this confidence flowing for yourselves, and you have no idea where it came from because that wasn't natural to you, or it hadn't been you for a long time. Maybe your confidence has been restored magically, seemingly out of nowhere. No, internally you were able to fight or battle or overcome an enemy, an energetic disharmony, whatever was going on, whatever dis-ease was going on internally, you were able to overcome it by addressing it at the root, addressing it at its source. And it's akin to what I was talking about, how you keep hitting all these obstacles, and all these obstacles, it's like it gives you whiplash and you have to stop, or in the madness of everything, you just stop yourself and you're like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, really? This isn't working. This isn't gonna work. So you go within and you find a way to internally overcome it. You find a way that no matter what, obviously this situation is not going to change. It's going to stay as it is, but I don't have to stay as it is. I don't have to stay this way. I can change. That's what it's giving you the power to overcome. And now with the moon in Capricorn, what I was the image that I got for the collective was that you saying, you waking up at some point, or you coming to and being like, okay, spirit, I see where you're going with this, or I see where we're going here. And then the next image was of you getting in the driver's seat and the universe handing you the wheel. Why are they handing you the wheel like this? Hold on a second. Why are you just handing me the wheel like this, universe? Like, what the fuck? I was teaching you how to drive, darling. I was teaching you how to navigate. I was teaching you about this new navigation system that you've just been upgraded into. You seem to understand what I'm doing here, so maybe why don't you get into the driver's seat and try it for yourself? It's meant for you anyway. Moon in Capricorn. Okay, spirit, I see where we're going with this. Now I know what to do, and now I'm going to take that constructive action. Capricorn, cardinal sign. I'm seeing the Fool in my head. We've taken leaps of faiths into the new reality. But the difference is we're driving now. Ooh, wait. Okay, I'm trying to mess with the title here. I'll figure it out later. I don't want to take so much time to. Excellent. Always grinding. Excellent. Excellent. I do think, because that's kind of, I think that's really all I have in terms of the chart for today and these energies here. I was looking at, oh, well, actually, I'll talk about this. Nah, I've talked enough. We can, if I discuss that, we can discuss that later. Anyway, all right, cool. Oh yeah. This is good. This is good. This is a good time to pause. I'm gonna go turn on the pot because it's tea time next. Yes? Excellent. So, go get your tea, get your things, whatever, your libations, whatnot, whatever. Grab your shit, honey, and then come right back because it's tea time next. Yes. Coming back in, y'all. Coming back in. I forgot my bell. It's tea time. I don't even have the cards. wait, I'm a mess, y'all. I'm all kinds of a mess. I even went right over to this part of the thing, Eric. You are so silly. So damn silly. I went over to that. I went over to my table and grabbed my bell, reached over the cards to get the bell, but did not grab the cards for tea time. How we supposed to have tea if we ain't got no tea, honey? Right. Okay. Shoot. Let's get started then. Welcome to tea time, guys. Yes, timeless tarot reading. We're just gonna spill some of the tea here. We're just gonna spill some of the tea. How about that? All right. No, we're not gonna spill it. We're gonna have some tea. I'm not just gonna be spilling tea everywhere. That's waste. That's a waste of good tea. Ugh. So wasteful. Oh, last shuffle. What's the tea, guys? See pink. All right, I'm being taken to pink. Soft white in the center. Yellow, blue. I've been seeing these colors all morning, all day. Pink giving to white, giving to yellow, giving to blue. Here you are, your best friend. Here's that Queen of Pentacles again. Wow, Spirit is jumping all over the place. First, I start hearing, oh, here she comes again. And so there's like a righteousness. I'm seeing a woman walking down a hallway of some sort of, I don't know, business location or whatnot, whatever. And the people that work there or the people that she's intending to see her coming, and they're like, oh shit, here she comes. She might be seen as somewhat of a Karen. Sorry, all the Karens out there, but... And yet, I don't feel this way about her. I don't think she feels this way about herself even. I think even the people that are saying that are actually the very people that are due her wrath in some cases. Yikes. Okay. And let me tell you something, the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, see, there's a reason to fear her. Nine of Swords. The deck split and has been split in my hand this whole time, and it's been split at the Nine of Swords. Overall energy at the bottom of the deck so far, though, is the King of Cups. And I feel like this is someone that has a reason to feel sorry for something. We keep getting this. Every day that we spill the tea, no, we're not spilling the tea. Every day that we have tea here, we talk about some type of situation like this. Knight of Swords. Yep, there's a reason to fear her. She's on a rampage. Page of Swords. She's looking for a way to smear you, to cut you down, to... What is going on here? Page of Wands. Chariot. And still the Nine of Swords, and then the Eight of Cups, and then the Three of Pentacles. What in God's name is going on here? All right, well, look, at the very least, this person is willing to fight for what it is they believed in. That's what I was saying yesterday, I believe. They have a right to fight for something that they believe in. Would never waste tea. Uncle Eero would never waste tea. You are absolutely correct. Bloody Mary. Yikes. And you know what I feel like this Queen of Pentacles is fighting for? She's fighting for freedom. She's fighting for liberation. She's fighting to change her image. She's fighting to change her tune, change her tone. She's fighting for a way to change her image even. It's not like she's after blood. I don't feel like she's vengeful in terms of she is seeking ways to cut somebody down. I really don't feel like, I think that may be how she is perceived. But that's not what I'm feeling for her, this Queen of Pentacles. This could be a man or a woman, it doesn't matter, but this is someone who is holding a sense of virtuousness, holding a sense of righteousness, virtue, moral content, moral high standing, discipline, dignity, self-respect, honor, follow through, commitment. That's what the Queen of Pentacles represents. This could be a man or a woman. This feels very self-righteous. It even felt like a bit of a feminist type of thing. It did in the beginning of this. I don't know if I said that. I believe I said that yesterday also. There's a certain feminine righteousness about this, which does feel very well placed, and that's part of the irony of these people looking at this woman, like seeing this feminine figure coming towards them, and the irony of them saying, oh shit, here she comes, is like, yeah bitch, here she comes, you better get fucking ready, because y'all don't even know your worlds are about to be rocked. And it's not that she's even coming in there and intentionally trying to rock your world. She is just showing up. And just her presence, the resonance of her energy, the vibration of her soul fucks your shit up, because your shit is whack and lacks stability and lacks honor and lacks follow through and lacks commitment and lacks reciprocity. So of course it doesn't stand up to her energy. Are you fucking kidding me, dude? So yeah, here she comes. You better get ready. Oh shit, y'all. The Chariot and the Nine of Cups. My nose is itching so bad right now. Right on the nose. I mean, you should see the Oh my god. Okay, so anyway, yeah, here she comes, ready to rock your world, and she doesn't have to do anything but show up. She doesn't have to do anything but show the fuck up. What else do you want to say then, Spirit? I mean, this could be the rise of the divine feminine energy at its core that's being expressed in all of our individual lives. Yes, welcome back. Four of Swords. I'm hearing be wary. For this Queen of Pentacles, be wary. Protect yourself. Stay calm. Stay mentally balanced, or as mentally balanced as you can. Do what you need to do to keep your wits about you, to keep yourself about you. Not your wits in terms of how these people, these jokers out here are telling you to live your life or express yourself. I'm talking keep yourself about you, because it's your sense of self that is driving all of this. Driving the right for you to fight, to party. Oh, I mean, like, you could do that. But to live, to be free, to be happy, to be yourself, to go after what it is that makes you happy. The Chariot and the Nine of Cups. This doesn't have to just be a woman. This doesn't have to be a feminine agenda. This could be an actual man, masculine as all get out, as all fuck, experiencing joy in life through accessing his feminine side. I said it. I said what I said. I said what I said. I said it. Yeah, I said it. Through accessing his feminine side. Because we all have it. That's what this is about. So yeah, this is the rise of the divine feminine. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. And it is causing chaos. People don't know what to do with themselves, and so in turn they go hyper-masculine, or even more hyper-masculine. Notice this uptick in war and violence and all that over time lately? Notice this uptick in AI talk, and we'll leave it under the umbrella of transhumanism. Huh. Interesting. Okay, I see where you're going with that, Spirit. Next card you have is the Moon. The Moon, which is standing out as a feminine entity to me. Cancerian energy. That you could be a Cancer here. Also, maybe Virgo. You do have the Moon, which represents Pisces, or in astrology, Cancer. You do also have the Chariot here, which represents Cancer. 9 of Cups, water signs, water energy. Might be Cancer. Anyway, you have the Moon here, and that initially is standing out as a feminine entity, so a representation of the feminine. And if this is a representation of the feminine, then that's leading me to your intuition. Trust your intuition at this time. It's as if your feminine side is coming through your intuition. It's like you see this face in the Moon. It's like that face is like an entity leaning in towards you and whispering secrets to you about your reality and giving you insight and leading you in a specific direction. It's as if your feminine is saying to you, look at what all of this is teaching you. Look at what all of this is showing you. How do you want to respond? How do you want to respond to this? Do you want to keep going harder and harder down this same path that which we're saying to you, wait, stop, you're going too far, come back a bit. We're not asking you to give up complete sovereignty. We're asking you to balance and heal and harmonize. We're not asking you to give up your identity or who you are or give yourself to some sort of hive mind. No, you're still an individual. But you are the masculine counterpart. You are the other part of this equation. You have a place in it, just like I do. Are you going to continue going down that path, or are you going to come back a little? Because you're going too far. You're putting us out of balance. And no, you're not the only one putting us out of balance. We're both responding to the energy, but you're going too far. I don't know how else to say that. Come back a little. That was a big universal. Okay, all right. Okay. Take it as it resonates, guys. Place it in your life as it fits. 9 of Swords. 9 of Swords with the Hierophant. But what about the structure? But what about the tradition? But what about all the things that our society is built up on? Or what about all the things that this relationship is built up on? Or what about all the ways or the things that my life is built up on? Like what about what's already here? This can't just go away. You can't just wish it away. 9 of Swords, though. The music was loud. Okay. Let me do that. Oh yeah, that's probably a lot better. Okay. That should be better. Well, hopefully you guys could hear me well enough. It feels like, in terms of this energy, this 9 of Swords with the Hierophant as the overall underneath the deck, it feels like somebody here is kind of, it does slap. Somebody here is making mountains out of molehills, and maybe is intentionally using this as a blockage or a hindrance or a slowdown to the way forward. I do feel that. I mean, it's coming out as the 9 of Swords, so those are perceived fears or obstacles. Those are worst case scenarios. Those are self-perpetuating circumstances in which you think about it so much and you put so much conscious energy into it that it actually manifests. Things that actually don't have to be a problem if you don't look at them that way. It's all about your perspective, kind of thing. 9 of Swords. 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 Yep. Because, okay, overall energy at the bottom of the deck is the Hierophant to Strength to the Ace of Swords to the Tower. You guys, I mean, come on. I mean, come on. Holy shit. The Hierophant to Strength. This is all ego. Ace of Swords. The truth comes in and breaks it all down. The Tower. Look at how this moon energy is staring this person down. Somebody's dreams. Somebody might be having nightmares right now, or nightmares may be a common thing right now. But somebody's intuition, or there's some sort of like spiritual energy, otherworldly energy, or some sort of energy they refuse to see is staring them in the face right now, and they have no idea what to do about it. And that's what makes this Queen of Pentacles energy ever more righteous and so much more of a solid ground to stand on. Because if you're truly standing in the realm of the Queen of Pentacles, like in good standing, like honorably, then this is some damn good land to stand on, to be standing on, okay? Okay, so whomever is going through this shit, the moon with the Nine of Swords, might as well just face your shit, buddy. Bro, sis, I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know what to tell you, because honestly, you're only bringing it on yourself at this point. You're only bringing it on yourself at this point. Really. By choosing not to face it. That's how. That's why. By choosing not to face it. And at this point, and because then there's like, well, but what about that person? They're not facing it. They're walking away. It's like, oh, no. Don't worry about them. Because they're done. They've handled this for themselves. Well, what do you mean they've handled it for themselves? I'm still here. I haven't handled it. Exactly. You haven't handled it. Let's do that. So you can walk away just like they are. What? That doesn't make any sense. Well, what really would make sense, what would make it make sense, is if you were to look in the mirror and you were to see how you are perpetuating this for yourself, or how you have done wrong here in this situation, or how you have handled this situation in not so good of a manner. It all comes back to you, yourself, how you approach the situation. You cannot control anyone else external to them, which is exactly why you cannot control why that person is able to walk away from this situation. You cannot. Because that person has reconciled. That person has come to terms with the situation for themselves. That person has learned the lesson or a lesson for themselves in terms of this situation. And that is sufficient enough for them to graduate from it. You, however, are still standing here stomping this ground, having this temper tantrum. Why? Because I don't want this to be over yet. Aha. So you say you've been manipulating the situation to keep it on your ground or on your terms. Is that correct? Not necessarily. I don't know. I was being dramatic. But take it as it resonates, y'all. Okay? There is only one way to deal with this type of haunting energy. The moon with the Nine of Swords, this is being haunted by something. For sure. Absolutely is the type of energy to be, or to feel like you're being haunted by something. But really the only way to deal with that is to face it. To understand the message that it's trying to bring you, because no matter how dangerous or scary it may look or seem, it is really just a messenger. It is trying to tell you something. It's trying to show you something. It's a way of understanding a wound that you have that can now, once you have the understanding of it, be healed. But you have to face it first. They faced it. They took responsibility and ownership of their own shit, of their own ways of sabotage, of their own ways of bringing this shit upon themselves and other people. They've healed from it, and thus they're walking away. You can do that too. You just have to choose to. So what do you say? Huh? Okay. Anything else? They say yes, there's more. Put that where? Right there. Okay. Now what do you want to say? The same situation comes back in another form if you don't fix the core issue that made that energy come in to begin with. Beautifully said, Bonjour Bunny. Beautifully said. What's next, Spirit? What else do you want to say? King of Swords. King of Swords, babe. King of Swords. Objectivity, hunty. You gotta look at the situation. You gotta see it for what it is. You've gotta work on it. You've gotta see it for what it is, decipher it, pick it apart, understand it, learn it intrinsically, inch by inch, if you so choose. But at least learn it enough to know how to work with it. 8 of Pentacles. Efficiently, effectively. And no, this doesn't have to be a system that's in place forever. But at least for as long as you're trying to work through whatever it is you're working through, you need to understand it from as objective point of view as possible and as intrinsically as possible so that you can work with it as effectively as possible or work through it as effectively as possible. Yes? Which means you need to look at it at the very least. Let's just start there. You don't have to communicate with it. You don't have to listen yet. Just get comfortable looking at it, seeing it, truly seeing it. Then you can listen. Then you can feel. Then you can communicate with it and decipher and start to decode about. We'll walk you through it. Don't worry. We're not asking you to dive headfirst into the deepest end of the pool, but you at least got to get going. Okay? So let's start with looking at it. That sounds about right and fair and just and true. Okay. Okay then. I like that. 7 of Cups. Two of Pentacles. You're creating your own obstacles for yourself, darling. I mean, come on. Four of Pentacles. Exactly. It's all because of this confusion that someone is experiencing, or maybe that you are experiencing, is all because you keep going back and forth on whether you want to let go or not. Or this person keeps going back and forth on whether they want to let go or not. There is no other way to describe this. And if this is someone you know, I want you to stop them whenever they start to go on their frantic tirade of how they need to do this, that, and the third. Stop them dead in their tracks and say, no, I'm not listening to that anymore. Either we follow through with the decision that we have made, or the plan that we have, or we devise a plan that directly deals with this, or we do nothing at all, and I walk away. I'm tired of all of these excuses. I'm tired of all of these reasons why you cannot let go. Period. But that is why there's all this confusion surrounding what is it that needs to be done. And if you're dealing with someone like this, walk away from them, please. Ego, strength. It's all an ego battle. They don't want to give up power, so they're going to do every little thing that they can to ensure that they continue to hold whatever power it is they already have. And if they don't have it, you best believe they're hungry for it. Okay? You best believe. 5 of Pentacles. Come on now. Come on now. Don't do that. 5 of Pentacles. Don't do that shit. Don't play that card. Don't play that card. 5 of Pentacles. Woe is me. Woe is you. Really? 5 of Pentacles? That's okay. I see your 5 of Pentacles and I raise you a tower. The more you play this card, or the more this person plays this card, this 5 of Pentacles card, the worse their outcome is bound to be, is what I'm hearing. Because each and every time they play this card, they are missing the point altogether. Missing the point. Completely missing the point of what this situation is trying to teach you, of what this situation, the opportunity that this situation is actually offering you. Regardless of what it may be asking of you. You can't see the forest, or this person can't see the forest for the trees right now. Because they are so caught up on these little things, these, in the grand scheme of things, these tiny little changes. But they don't want to lose their control over that they have over life. Okay, and I'm being guided to like kind of pull back a little bit, because this could be someone who actually has some sort of mental conditioning that makes it so that these things that we are talking about that are in question are actually the only ways that they feel like they have any control over their lives, and that could be a very serious thing for them. Okay, there are legit reasons as to why that could be a very serious problem in somebody's life. So far as to call it mental illness, if you will. Like, I had trouble saying that because I didn't want to say that. I'm not trying to say, I don't want to use that term. I don't know. It's blah, blah, blah. Anyway, I don't like the idea of mental illness. I don't. But I also don't like the way that it's treated in our world, in our society today. So that also makes me not even want to have to talk about it. But there it is. We're talking about it. Mental health. It could be attributed to a level of mental illness. The degree of this person's maybe OCD, I don't know. But this 5 of Pentacles card here, something about it is just like, nah, dude, no. And the people that this person is trying to be involved with is just kind of like, nah, dude, I'm not touching that. And you don't, and because they know this other person that's playing this 5 of Pentacles card is about to turn around and get godsmacked because they've missed the point yet again. So they've got to start all over. I mean, that is life, dude. Don't sit here and laugh. I know some of y'all are laughing, jumping for joy right now. Wait, hold up a second, okay? Don't sit here and laugh like that, because you've done this shit too. Whether it be in this lifetime or in the many incarnations your old ass soul has had, bitch. Okay, sit your ass down. All right? You old heifer. Oh, shit. All right, so I don't know, man. I think I need to smoke about it. No, I'm okay. I'm sitting here saying, is there more? And they're like, girl, yes, there's going to always be more. Okay. I mean, well, we're actually we've run out of time. Maybe that should be it. I guess that could be it. That could be the channeling for today. There's nothing else we'll leave you on a reciprocal note, 6 of Pentacles. And you know what Spirit is saying with this? They're just like, you know what? Yes, one last message. I'm just going to leave this right here. Let it marinate. 6 of Pentacles. Reciprocity. Balance. Equal give and take. Don't give me that 5 of Pentacles bullshit anymore. Don't lie to me like that. Don't lie to us like that. Don't lie to yourself like that, dude. That's gross. It's gross. Closing message, Oracle guidance. Yes. So much sass. Oh my God. Honestly, the muggles really don't understand. Spirit is not this, like, I mean, yes, part of it is, and it definitely will be, and it wants to be if you want it to be, but it doesn't have to be this whole like, oh, serene love and light, and we just love everybody. And I'm not trying to make fun of anyone. I'm not like, but you get what I'm saying? Like, spirit can be sassy as shit. Spirit is all things. That we forget that. Spirit is all things. Oh, well, I'm sorry, Chrissy. Yikes. I'm sorry. I don't know. Take it as it resonates, girl. Yikes. Smacks with lesson book. Oh, okay. Let's get our closing oracle guidance here. All right. Okay. One last shuffle for the collective. All right. Here we go. Last shuffle there. All righty. Talk to us, Spirit. Closing oracle guidance, closing message for today. Okay. We have card number 34, excuse me. Ascended Master Merlin and Mystic Merlinite. Read the energy. 34 boils down to a 7. Some of you, 7 may be a very synchronistic number right now. A very important or appropriate or proper number for you right now. We bring you the blessing of reading the energy. We affirm that you have the ability to read energy accurately, and we encourage you to apply your gifts. You don't have to be in control of the inflow of divine information. When a message or insight comes to you naturally, this is best. Simply being open and receptive as you intend to read the energy of the person, place, or situation at hand is enough. Whether you have been reading energetically for years or are just beginning your journey in interpreting energetic information, we are here to assist you in becoming confident and trusting in your perceptive abilities. Ooh, I like that. So there you have it, guys. That is the sip. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope this was helpful for you. I'm sending you all so much love. Yes. Excellent. 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 Yes. Oh, I do a very good evil villain laugh, actually. Anyway. Okay, that's all right, Chrissy. We got you. You needed to be yelled at. You're procrastinating on something big you need to do. You hate calling people, and you just need to do it before the tower pops. Yeah, I hear you, Lexi. I totally get it. Totally get it. Oh, hi, Steph. What's up, Steph? Steph. Hey, Stephanie. Remember, tomorrow, Friday. So, guys, tomorrow is Friday. That means we have another Friday hangout sesh after the sip, which is like a whole other hour, a whole like second hour where I just sit here and hang out with you guys and we can talk about anything. So if you want to be there, make sure you show up tomorrow. Yes. Yes. Smithers. Smithers. Oh, anyway. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. I hope this message, yes, good. Okay, great. I hope this message was helpful for you. Please make sure to smash that like button for me. And if you're new here, definitely subscribe. Join us. Join us. We go live every day. I mean, this is a thing. This is becoming a thing. So let's do the thing. Let's do the thing every day. Monday through Friday. Yeah. I love you guys. You blame your daughter for getting her drive. Oh, well, congratulations to her for getting her license. Yes, girl. Yes. You better get it, honey. And then it broke down. Oh my God, I'm sorry. That sucks. Yup. Unicorn gang gang. All right. I love you guys so much. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow, yeah? Okay, cool. Bye.